Are you just taking photos or you're making photos? Well, either way, if you pick just one or the other, you might be missing something big here. I've been doing photography for well over 10 years, close to 20 now. And to me, the act of photography had always been about taking photos. You know, you're outside, you see something, grab the camera, press the shutter, you take a photo. But since getting a bit more into photography for the last 5 years or so, the words making a photo, they started growing on me to the point where it got me thinking and wondering, what's the big deal? What's it all about? What's the fuss? You see, let's try to break this down and start with taking photos, which often means a more passive way of making images. It's an interesting view right there. Taking a photo normally refers to the more reactive act of capturing images. Whenever you're not in control of what's going on, you're probably taking photos, especially nowadays that most people just carry up a camera on their pockets. They're probably taking photos, a lot of photos actually. Let's bring it. Okay, so now I'm on the open field. Taking a photo usually means a more reactive way of taking photo, a more passive way of making an image. See, where the photographer has little to no control of what's going on other than framing. Think of your casual photography, think of your typical friends and family, or whenever you go, say, to a concert, you hit the streets, you see something interesting, you want to capture it, grab the camera, press the shutter, you react to something. You are capturing what's already there. You're probably taking a photo. Yeah. Last time I came to this place, there were a couple of rabbits just running all over the place. None today. Now, making a photo, on the other hand, it usually refers to a more deliberate act of capturing an image, one where the photographer has control of what's going on, of what's inside the frame. Whether it be your subject, the lighting, the wardrobe, the colors, the props, whatever you need to craft your vision, you're probably making a photo. Think of your classic, say, product photography or fashion, art. So whenever you have a vision you want to portray, you wanna craft an image, you're probably making. I'll try to make it across there to that field. I can make it to the other way here. No, I just can't go past that. Not this way. Not this way. There's a path. Let's try to bring it in one piece, and I'm on the open field once more. Try to bring it there. There, look at that guy. Beautiful. Okay, capture. Look at that guy there. You see these trees? They got burned. Well, there's bird poop all over, but they got burned maybe years ago. They are all black due to the fires. But luckily, there's grass around them, so it happened some time ago. I'm not sure when, but I'll try to find a frame to talk about the next week. faster. Now you might be thinking, well, this whole thing about taking versus making photos is probably down to pro versus amateur, beginner versus experience. And I can see where you get that. But the thing is, there's more to black and white. You see, the beauty usually lies in the many shades of gray you will find in between. Let me tell you something. Think about landscape photographers. You're not in control of the landscape. You're not in control of the shapes you will find, the colors of the trees, the grass, the weather, or anything like that. So how can you make a landscape photo? Thing is, it's all about the things you can control, like all of the research that got you to that specific point. You may have spent days, weeks, months just waiting for the perfect lighting condition, just to wait for the flowers to bloom. You're still making a photo whenever you're in control of such things. But at the end of it, it's not black or white. It's not about taking a landscape photo or making a landscape photo. It's a bit of both. Think about street photography. Are you in control of how people behave in the public space, where people goes, or the colors they wear, the way they interact with each other and with their environment? Are you in control of the color people paint walls or the graffiti on the back? You are in control whenever you put thoughts into your image, whenever you put some intention on the image, whenever you see something, you notice something, and you put together the things, shapes, colors. Even in the streets, when you're not in control of what's happening, you're still making a street photo. But again, it's not about taking or making, it's just a bit of both. Oh, I'm running out of battery now. Just a side note here. I just started writing on Substack, so if you like what you've heard and you want to dive a bit deeper in this kind of thoughts and many more, there's a link in the description. I would love to see you there. Now let's try to wrap this up. When I first thought about this topic, I was sure I wanted to convince you to try and go be more intentional, to try to make more photos. You're gonna be a better photographer because you're making photos, because you're more intentional. And while I still think you should be more intentional, now that I've wrapped my head around this whole topic, I think the beauty really lies in the middle, right in the mix between taking and making photos. What I mean is, you shouldn't stop taking photos because you're waiting for the perfect moment, for the perfect lighting, or just the perfect subject. If you're looking for street photography, you should try to strike the balance between both of them. There's no right or wrong here. Taking photos does not make you a lesser photographer because you react instead of plan. Just as making a photo does not make you a better photographer because you wait for the perfect moment. Let me see this. At the end of it, it's just about creating images. So take photos, make photos, just go outside and capture images. That's it. Now, I hope you like this, what you've seen, and I'll just see you next one. Yeah, that's it.